This is your daily reminder that every single thing is made up. Credit scores are made up. Bank accounts are made up. Money is made up. Career path, completely made up. Everything is just manufactured. Like everything that we aspire to, have goals around, all that, goal setting frameworks, someone made that up.
I feel like planet Earth is just a resort for 500 rich people and the rest of us are just staff.
It was never intended to be this way. There is no way possible where you could truly make a difference in this world. You can truly fulfill the assignment and the call on your life, and you at a job 8 hours a day, and you still don't have enough money to do the things that you need to do or the things that you want to do. It is not living, y'all. It is suffering, and it's borderline slavery. You wake up, go to work, you come home, go to sleep, take a shower, eat, and do it all over again.
Okay, let's be honest. Have you ever just stopped mid-errand and realized none of this is real? Like we're all just following rules somebody made up before Wi-Fi existed. We just woke up into a world with these pre-installed settings and everyone acts like it's normal. And if you dare question it, you look unhinged. But like, maybe we should be unhinged. We were born into a glitch. What's crazy is most rules aren't even written down. They're just vibes people decided to agree on. Like, who decided you can't have cereal for dinner? Who decided adults can't take naps at 2 p.m.? Who decided you need a career plan at 18 when you barely know how taxes work? Somebody made it up, and then everybody else nodded like, yeah, sounds official. Before we get into these videos, if you're someone who likes relatable social and economic content, make sure to subscribe and like the video.
It's so heartbreaking knowing that there's nowhere to escape. You can go to another country. You can't stay there forever. You can go hide out. It's just no escaping the game besides killing yourself. There's no way to escape the misery. There's no way to escape the suffering. There's no way to escape the exploitation. And it's just like everybody's so conditioned to be okay with it, depending on how comfortable you are. But this shit is really sad. Like, I've been feeling this way for years. And it's so sad to be so depressed that you just don't want to live. And it's like, live for what? All of this shit is so fake. Like, when I just look around, even looking at the fucking celebrities, even looking at the people who got it, who made it, nobody fucking made it. Because everybody's still getting scammed. They're still getting used and abused. Old pop stars, old celebrities that you see, they look anorexic as fuck. They own drugs. They drugged out. They hiding out. Like, the game ain't fair for nobody. I don't give a fuck how it make it seem. I don't give a fuck how much money the game give you, how many houses, how many materialistic shit. The game is rigged for every fucking body, and we still fucking playing the fucking game, bitch. Like, why do y'all want to be here so bad? Let's end this shit. Like, bro, like, this shit is so stupid to me. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't get the human experience. I don't get it. I don't give a fuck about the growth and all of that. I get all of that. I get it. I really do. But this is all stupid to me. This is just dumb.
Everything is just manufactured. Like everything that we aspire to, have goals around, all that, goal setting frameworks, someone made that up. Responding within a certain amount of time to something, someone completely fabricated that. The business day, completely made up. Everything is made up. Everything's made up. And if you look at the world from a lens of everything having been invented by man, with the exception of whatever your connection to the source, divine, universe is, it really puts things into perspective. Like, and I think that so many people are realizing this now more and more and talking about it, you know, like realizing it and verbalizing it, that the veil is being lifted, because it literally is someone just made all of this up, and we were like, okay, we should probably do the thing because someone just decided one day that was what should happen. I mean, even diamond engagement rings are a really good example of this. That was just made up by a diamond company. Like before that, there wasn't like a big thing to like get a diamond engagement ring. Someone made that up, and now it's become like a marker of love and devotion when it was completely manufactured like as a marketing campaign. Everything is made up, which means, you know what? You get to play by whatever rules you want to play by in your life. What do you want to make up for yourself? It's kind of freeing.
If lower income people in my generation stop having kids as a response to the increasing cost of living, then immigration into the US is more closely monitored and overall decreases, then who is going to be working bottom of the totem pole jobs? Maybe my political and economic ignorance is showing through when I say this, but the way that capitalism is structured is that people who are working at the very bottom of the totem pole are helping people at the top of the totem pole make more money. And then in order for there to be somebody at the top of a certain pyramid, there need to be many people who are below that person in order for that person to reap the maximum benefit. But then if we see a trend in my generation where only the more affluent people who can afford to send their kids to college and stuff are reproducing, then those kids are more likely to become high earners as well, meaning that there is going to be a shortage of all these different people that are needed to be stacked up at the bottom of the totem pole. Maybe in the past you could have said that immigrants who are new to the country and they don't have much are going to be willing to work those harder jobs at lower rates. But if less and less of those people exist, then the wealthy people are not going to be able to profit off of the lower income people. So if these wealthy people want to stay wealthy into the next 2 generations, then they need to come on here and start maybe posting some erotic content or encouraging people to have kids.
I'm really mad that at the moment I end up graduating college, everything decides to be so expensive. But if there's a couple things that I really took away from studying sociology at Harvard, is that everything that this country does is deliberate and intentional, and it almost always has to do with money and control. So let me tell y'all my theory as to why everything is so expensive and how it has to do with COVID, brain rot, and why nobody wants to have kids anymore. So first, COVID undeniably changed the world, right? For over a year, we were at home on our phones because that's all we could do. And I'm not saying that COVID was manufactured, right? Because I really don't know. But I do know that during this time, social media hit heights that it never hit before. And that's when Facebook rebranded to Meta, and then they used all this data that they were collecting about you to perfect your algorithm in order to, 1, sell you things through advertisements, but 2, fill your feed with meaningless and endless posts and reels in order to make sure that they gave you the dopamine kick that was necessary for you to stay on the app. So now everybody has terrible attention spans, a very unhealthy phone addiction, and our brains are rotting from overconsumption. Stay with me now, please. This is the most complacent we've ever been as humans. There's all this injustice happening around us and to us, and we'd be outraged for a couple weeks or months, but then our attention span runs out, and the vast majority of us keep living life like it's regular. And this is also by design, because with everything being so expensive, the little attention that you do have is going to be spent on trying to make enough money to survive. They're trying to gauge just how much control they have over us by seeing how expensive they can make it for us to live without us questioning it. And the more you rot your brain with these phones, social media, and the algorithm, the more they push this line of exploitation, because you don't question things when you constantly have a dopamine addiction that you need to feed. And I say it's exploitation because you have to understand that while we're having an affordability crisis, there's new billionaires popping out by the day. It's all connected. My last note is about people not wanting to have kids. How much control do you have to have on a person for their justification for not wanting kids is because they can't afford it? If you don't think that today's economy is a form of control, then what do you call it when, as much as they might want to, they can't do one of the most natural things that humans were literally designed to do because it's too expensive? That's control. Handmaid's Tale, Star Wars, Divergent, The Giver, those are all stories of control, and our story is no different. It just might be a little bit, maybe be a little bit more subtle. Okay, my last note for real is everything I just did here is something called critical thinking. And the less you're able to do this, the more they're able to control you. Because when they start feeding you these lies, propaganda, and misinformation, you won't be able to question it. Because only those who can think have the ability to question. Dopamine is the new crack, y'all. Don't be a dope fiend.
This video is for everyone that lives in the US. Hi, how are you? How is your mental health? Are you burnt out? This hustle culture that we are, literally you sleep, you feel unachieved. You wake up, you hustle. You go to bed, you feel unachieved. But today I would like to say something to you. I need you to understand that being alive is an achievement. This is a hard nut that I had to learn. Seeing people fight for their life, want to live, and God still makes the decision. So today, if you're still alive, You have a roof over your head and food. I know society expects you to shine, to own a home, to have good credit, but you need to take a break. Work your 8 hours, live within your means, have your rest. We are not all going to be Elon Musk.
We give institutions insane credibility just because they exist. Schools, corporations, governments, even HOA boards, which are the final boss of unnecessary rules. Meanwhile, half the people running things are just guessing with a spreadsheet open. Being in charge mostly means you emailed first. Nobody knows what they're doing. Not even the people wearing suits. Adults are just children with bills. Parents are just children with children. Experts are just children with PowerPoint. The sooner you accept this, the calmer life gets. Here's the thing. If everything is made up, that means everything is changeable, which is kind of comforting. You don't have to fit into the system because the system was someone's improv set from 400 years ago. So if you feel confused in life, congrats, you're paying attention. Everything is made up, we're all winging it, and somehow society keeps functioning anyway. A miracle, a mess, a group project nobody signed up for. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thought in the comment section below. They are well appreciated. Bye until next time.